Hi, third grade. It's time to go over part 2 of the practice test that you took yesterday. And so notice we're starting on number 26. That's because this is the second half of your test. I know you're getting to be great detectives in looking for these clues and these keywords and these tricks. And so keep up the good work. Today, throughout the course of this video, you will be listening for a zoo animal of the day. So when you hear the zoo animal of the day, you can type it into the form and you will get credit for watching the video. It's hidden somewhere in this video. The picture shows the row of bean plants in the school garden. There's 6 rows of plants. If the pattern continues, how many bean plants are in the last row? Well, right now there's only 3 rows. So I have 3 numbers in my number pattern and I need 6. There's going to be 6 rows. So the first one has 1, the second one has 3, and the third one has 5. What's happening each time? We're going up by 2, plus 2, plus 2, which means the last one, 5 plus 2 is 7, plus 2 is 9, plus 2 is 11. That last row should have 11 plants in it. The town library awards points to students for each book that they read. Let's look for a rule here to go from 2 to 6. I could add 4. Let's try that again. 4 plus 4 gives me 8. 4 does not work. How else can I go from 2 to 6? Well, I'm going up, so it must be multiplication. 2 times 3 is 6. Let's try it again. 4 times 3 is 12. My rule has to be multiply by 3. Erica has 7 paintbrushes. She gives 4 paintbrushes to her sister. Which sentence shows how many paintbrushes she has left? Left and give are your key words here. We're giving those away. She started with 7. She gave away 4. 7 minus 4 is your answer. Number 29. Donnie wants to sell 25 cupcakes of juice at the school fair. She sold 17 cups in the morning. The number sentence shows the number of cups she has left to sell, which makes the number sentence true. Left is a subtraction word. Don't let them fool you that they put an addition sign there. It's the same problem. It's just the fact family. So she wants to sell 27 or 25 and she sold 17. So how do I find the missing number? I have the big and the little. I have to subtract to find the other little. Left means subtract. 25 minus 17. There's more on the floor. Go next door, get 10 more. 15 minus 7 is 8. 1 minus 1 is 0. So that number has to be 8 in that box. 8 plus 17 equals 25. So 8 was your missing number. Ben has 11 carrots for a salad. If he has 5 carrots left, which number sentence shows how many carrots he used? So he has 11 to begin with. There we go. He's got 11 carrots to begin with, but he's got 5 left over. That means he didn't use them. So it wants to know how many he did use. He has 11 and he has 5 left over. We want to know how many he used. It doesn't matter, but he used 6. 11 minus some number equals 5. 11 plus 5, no, we didn't add any carrots. We didn't divide our carrots up, and we didn't get groups of carrots. So it's got to be 11 minus some number is 5. Remember, you can go both ways. If it's 11 minus 5, that gives you this number, or you can do 11 minus that number, gives you 5. It's a fact family. Which shape does not have a right angle? Let's go put our right angles on there. Right angles are square angles. You can make a square in the corner. They're 90-degree angles. We know squares and rectangles have 4 right angles, and that's a right triangle. There are no right angles in this shape right there, a parallelogram. That is actually, it could be a rhombus. It looks like those sides are equal. Number 32, which pair of figures is congruent? And they gave us a clue. Same size, same shape. These are the same shape, but they do not have the same angle, so they are not exactly the same. This one has a right angle, this one doesn't. These are not the same size. There's too many shapes. If I took this shape and I flipped it around, I have a right angle right here, and I have a right angle right here. Both shapes are the same shape and the same size. How many faces does this figure have? Well, it's a triangle on the base. That means that there are 3 rectangles going around that triangle. So there's 3 rectangles going around, and then there's a top and there's a bottom. There are 5 faces, the flat sides of that shape. Number 34. Which figure shows an acute angle? Acute is like a cute little angle. A cute little puppy, a cute little angle. Those go together. It's a smaller than 90-degree angle. Here's your 90-degree angle. Acute means it has to be smaller than that. Obtuse is bigger than that. So this one would be obtuse and this one would be acute. This looks bigger than 90. Here's my 90-degree angle. This one is a 90-degree angle and this one is a straight angle. So it's got to be this one, acute. It's smaller than 90. What time does trumpet practice start? Well, look again. Your hour hand is your short hand. Your minute hand is your long hand. Hour, minute. And so our shorthand is here. It hooks backwards to the 6. And then we count by 5. 5, 10, 15. It is 6:15 on that clock. Number 36, Katrina's reading class starts at 1:45. It ends 40 minutes later. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 45, 50, 55, o'clock. We hit 2 o'clock. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 25. It is 2:25. 2:25. Michael put a pie in the oven at 450. It went in at 450. It came out at 5:35. He wants to know how long the pie was in the oven. We got to make our minutes match and then our hours match. So our minutes are 50 and 35. 55 o'clock. We hit 5 o'clock. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. It is 5:35 and my minutes match. And so do my hours. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 minutes passed with that pie in the oven. What's the perimeter of the square? Perimeter equals plus. Perimeter equals plus. So I know that Fido is going to get out if I only count those 8 inches. I've got to go all the way around my square to keep my little puppy Fido inside of the backyard. And so we are going to make sure that we add 8 plus 8 because it's a square. I know all sides are the same. 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. 8, 16, 24, 32. Number 39. What is the length of this pencil to the nearest ½ inch? So this is a ruler that starts at 0. They didn't try to trick us there. It wants to know about the nearest ½ inch. ½ inch, if you recall, means I can choose the numbers or I can choose the halfway point. So I'm going to look here and see what I can choose. I can choose the 4, I can choose the 5, or I can choose the halfway point. It wants to know which one is it closest to. Well, you see the tip of my pencil right here? It's closer to this line right here, which is 5 inches. 5 inches is the correct answer. Which thermometer shows 54 degrees Fahrenheit? This thermometer is right at 50. This one, Looks like it might be it. It's right beneath 55, so that could definitely be it. Let's see if I can zoom in where you can see better. This one here is above 55, so we know 54 is not above 55. And this one here goes all the way to 60. It's got to be B. 41, area. We want to know the area. Area equals length times width. But I don't have a rectangle. So I also know that area means I'm counting square tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I have to put these two triangles together to make a square. That's 7. And these two triangles make 8 square units. Mr. Santos wants to measure the height of her dining room table. Which is the best measuring tool for her to use? I actually counted 2 answers here because I thought that you might get confused on this one. We're going to measure the height of something with a ruler. And so it could be a centimeter ruler. And if it's a really big table, or if you got confused, you could have put a meter ruler. But you're not going to measure length with a scale, and you're not going to measure length with a thermometer. I counted both of those correct, although the right answer would have probably been A. Number 43, a good estimate for the length of a cat. If you remember, a foot is like the length of a sheet of paper. So the length of paper. An inch is the distance from your knuckle to the end of your thumb. And 16 pounds, that's not length at all. 16 meters would be 16 ball bats. We want to know the size of a house cat. So we've got 16 pieces of paper. That's a little big. 16 knuckles to thumb. That might work. 16 ball bats. Yeah, that's too big. So it's got to be 16 inches. The perimeter of the shape is 40 inches. If all the sides are the same length, what's the length of each side? 40 inches. I've got to go around the edges. 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. 6 all the way around would be 30 inches. That's not enough. Let's try 8. 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. I think we've got our answer. Let's try 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Too big. And if 10's too big, then we know 20 is too big. How many more students, that's our first key word there, means subtract, chose green than orange? Well, green is at 8. And orange is between 4 and 6. And the number 5 is the only one between 4 and 6. So 8 minus 5 is 3. Number 46, we've got this graph here. And the question says, on which day did Marcia drink 2 glasses of water? Find your key. It's a picture graph. 2 glasses of water means 1 cup. Look at your graph. This would be 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4. Thursday was 2 glasses of water. Number 47, we want to know which of these tables shows the favorite after-school snacks chosen by Mr. Miata's class. Which pictograph shows the same information as the table? So I've got apples at 8. I'm going to go through and look at all of my choices. I want apples to be 8. 2, 2, 4, 6, 8. It worked. Apples, 2. Nope, that's too many. I'm counting by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. So let's look at raisins. Raisins should only have 2. 2. This one's gone. 2, 4. 2, 4. This is the only one that shows raisins have 2. Maya made this picture graph to show how many books she read last year. How many more or how many fewer, both of those mean subtract, did Maya read in February, then January? And I'm counting by 2. So 2, 4, 6, and 2.
I need Isabel Kelly, Thor McLemore.
6 minus 2 is 4.
Head to Marshall. Thank you.
The line plot shows the number of goals scored by the blue team in each of their last 10 games. How many more, there's another subtraction, goals were scored in Game 7 than in Game 3? So goals on the blue team for Game 7 were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And for Game 3 was 1. 6 minus 1 is 5. 6 minus 1 is 5. Number 50. Anna made a line graph to show the temperature each day last week. On how many days was the temperature below freezing? Well, you got to know what freezing is. Freezing is 32 degrees Fahrenheit, and it says so right here if you weren't sure what that was. So we got to find 32, which would be about right here somewhere. And we want to know how many days it was below that. 1, 2, 3, no, 4. 4 days it was below freezing. The zoo animal of the day was a monkey. Go to your form and type in the word monkey. You guys keep up the good work.